Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. Thank you for clicking in on today's video. Please subscribe and hit that notification bell so you're advised of all my future uploads. And today's video is going to be a face palette declutter. I have gathered all the face palettes that I own, both new and those that have been in my collection a while, and I have got way too many. As you can see, I have way too many palettes here. So what I'm going to do is go through a declutter today of all my face palettes, and we'll see what we're keeping and we'll see what we're donating. So let's get started. I'm going to start over here on the left. So the first thing I want to show you is my Charlotte Tilbury. This is my Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow. It's gorgeous. I love this bronzer. It's beautiful. It's very, very very natural looking. And it's great for contouring as well. This highlighter, however, although it's gorgeous, it's just a little too dark for my skin tone. So as you can see there. So I love this bronzer so much I hesitate to declutter it. And this I can even use as an inner corner highlighter under the brow. So I'm going to keep the Charlotte Tilbury. The next one I have is this. This is from Complex Culture. And this is their... well, it doesn't say. It just says the names of the shades, which are Power Player and Pink Slip. Now, this one came broken, and I tried to repress it, so I've been very careful with this one. But I love this bronzer and highlight. The powders are extremely soft. And it's really a beautiful, beautiful bronzer right there. This blush is stunning as well. There you go. That's a beautiful bronzer. I love this. I'm gonna keep that. Okay, then we have this. This is new to me. This is from Pure, and this is the 4-in-1 Perfecting Powders face palette. And this one's in the fair to light shade range. Really pretty. This is more of a setting powder. Then you've got this bronzer, this blush, and then this is a highlighter. But I find this highlighter is just way too dark for my skin tone. Can you see that there? Way too dark. I do love that though as a blush topper. I really love this palette, so I want to keep that. The next one I have is from Phase Zero. This is their blush and bronzer trio, and this I got in, I want to say I got it in an Ipsy bag or a BoxyCharm. So you've got two beautiful blushes here and a bronzer. What I like about this bronzer is it's cool enough so that it can really act as a contour. I don't know if you can see that right there. It's a very cool tone, which is perfect for contour. And one of my favorite blushes is this blush right here. It is so pretty. See that? It is just so pretty. I love that. So I'm going to keep this one. Then I have this from the Balm. This I believe I got in a subscription box as well. This is the Autobalm Girl Powder. Cheeks on the Go. There you go. Oh, I just stuck my nail in there. So you've got what looks to be a bronzer, a highlighter, and these two blushes. Now I love this pinky mauve-y blush right here. It's really, really pretty. I love that. But it's the only color that I like out of that palette. So unfortunately, I'm going to let this one go. So this will be decluttered. Next, I have these two from Dior. Now, this one here is more of a highlighter palette. but I love this shade as a blush. So let me just show you what that looks like. That's a real shimmery blush right there, or a blush topper. But this shade right here is just beautiful. Look at that. That's really pretty. So I think that's going to go in the maybe pile. This one, however, I know I'm not going to pass up. This one I'm going to keep. This is their Universal palette, because it has the bronzer, a blush, and 2 highlighters. These are just beautiful. This bronzer is a bit of a shimmery bronzer. You can see that there. It is just beautiful. And then this blush is gorgeous. There you go. And then this highlighter here is perfect for me. I'll put that close to my watch here. There you go. That highlighter right there is stunning for me. So this palette I know is not going anywhere. Okay, then we have these here from Tarte. This was a set that came out around the holidays, and there were 3 that came in the set, and this top one is a highlighter, although it's a little dark for me. Then you turn it, and you have this beautiful, beautiful blush right there, sort of a peachy pink. And then you've got this bronzer here, which is really beautiful. It's actually, nope, I'm wrong. That's actually another blush. So this is not one that I tend to reach into a lot, so I'm going to declutter that one. Then we have this one here. This one, I love this blush color. And I love that blush color, and I love that blush color. So this is one I'm definitely going to keep. I do reach for this one quite a bit. And then we have the last one here. So look at that really pretty highlighter there. Look at that. It is a little bit deep for my skin tone, but I think it's so pretty. That blush is really, really pretty. There you go. Really pretty blush. And then you have the bronzer. But the only problem is this bronzer has a lot of little micro glitters in there. Let's see here. See, it's a gorgeous bronzer, but I already have a beautiful glowy bronzer that I love. So this one I'm going to declutter. And I'm just going to keep one out of the 3. Okay. Next, we have Cover Effects, and this is the Monochromatic Blush Duo Matte and Shimmer in Pink Dahlia. That is so pretty. This I know I'm going to keep. So this blush, it's right up here. It's stunning. Now, let's go over the real shimmery one. Let's see where I can put that one. My goodness, look at that. Okay, and there's that one there. I love these, so I really want to keep that. Now, this one here from Ulta Beauty, I just purchased, oh, I want to say a week and a half ago. So this one isn't going anywhere. This is the Baked Sculpt and Glow 3-in-1 palette. This is beautiful. I do love this. This bronzer is stunning. That blush. Now, I will say the highlighter here is pretty dark for my skin tone. But, I mean, I can make it, you know, I can make it work. I can make it work. This blush, however, is so pretty. I gotta find spots to swatch. That blush is so pretty right there. So I'm definitely keeping that one. Then we have Hourglass. And this is the, oh boy, if I can read that. This is the Ambient Lighting Edit Mini Sculpture Unlocked. So this is beautiful. And I know I'm not gonna declutter this one. Again, shimmery blush, but I don't mind it. This is more of a like a setting powder here, and then you've got the beautiful blush and a highlighter there. I know I'm keeping that one. Then we have this here from Pure Cosmetics and Trolls World Tour. This came out, sometime last year. This is beautiful. The problem is these three products are highly glittery. You can see all the glitters in each of these, and they're just too much. Let me see if I can show you an example of what this looks like. Do you see that? Right there, how shimmery that is. And then look at this bronzer. I'll put it right below. You see that? Do you see how shimmery that is? That's way too shimmery for my liking, so I'm going to declutter that one. Then we have this from Pixie. This is the Pixie Nuance Quartet in Honey Nectar, which was the lightest of the two. This I know I'm keeping. This is beautiful. These two blushes are stunning. I like to put just a little of that with some of this on top. This is a beautiful bronzer, and I can actually get away with using that highlighter. I've tried using that highlighter, and I can get away with it just like some of these others, but it's too dark. It's a little too dark for my skin tone, so I tend to use it as, as an eyeshadow or as a bronzer topper or something like that. But I love this palette, so I know it's not going anywhere. Then we have some highlight palettes here. This one from Laura Geller. This is the Life Glows On Illuminator palette. Doesn't say anything on the back. And inside there are three shades. There's Opal Crush, there's French Fizz, and there is Diamond Dust. I love these, and these, I can wear all of these shades on my skin tone, so I'm definitely keeping that. Then we have from MAC, the Hyper Real Glow. This one is beautiful, and this has another 3 shades of highlighter, which are, gosh, they're very similar to the Laura Geller. The pinks are very similar, the gold is very similar, and the white is very similar. Now, let me just do something here. Okay, this is the lightest shade in the MAC palette. And this is the lightest shade in the Laura Geller palette. Okay, so the Laura Geller one tends to run a bit pink, whereas this is more of an icy white. Because I already have a pink one in my MAC, I'm going to declutter my Laura Geller and keep my MAC Hyper Real Glow. Now we have this. This is from Private Society. This is a I believe this is it's a glitter palette, luminizing palette. So there's 8 shades in here, and these are all highlighters. But I have to say, like, as much as I can wear these 3 shades, there's still 4 shades in here that I really cannot wear. So I think what I'm going to do is declutter this one. This is brand new, and I'm going to pass this one on to someone I know is going to enjoy that. Okay, then we have this. This is the Sephora Wild Wishes, and in here there are 3 shades. Now they say this is for eyes, lips, or face. These, I don't tend to wear these on my eyes, only because I have tons of eyeshadow palettes for that. But I do love the shades in here. These are really pretty. And so I do periodically use these as blushes, not so much as eyeshadows. And I don't really use them on my lips either. But I think I'm going to keep that. Let's bring these down. Let's bring some more stuff down here. Okay, moving on. So this one I got from Sally Beauty. This is the Palladio, the Definer Contour and Highlight Palette. Now I only have two, yes, I only have two contour palettes. So, oh, I can't open this. Come on. This one's a little, there we go. This one's really, really pretty. The highlighters obviously are too dark for my skin tone. But you've got some nice bronzers and you've got a nice contour here, a more cool tone. Where is it? This one here, I believe, is a more cool tone for contouring. This one I think is going to go in the maybe pile. Because I do have this one here. This is the Kenya Ontaveros Set and Define Kit. And this is pretty much the same thing. But you've got a mattifying powder here. You've got a setting powder here. And this setting powder is fine for my skin tone. It works well for my skin tone. I'm running out of space here. Okay, I'm going to use the palm of my hand. See, I can get away with that for my skin tone. And then this highlighter, let's take a look at this highlighter. As you can see, I have not used this much. Let's see. That highlighter is a bit dark for my skin tone, but I can still use it as like a blush topper. And then you've got the bronzers and the contour. And then there's a dark contour, but that's fine. I tend to use these dark contours like in the crease of my eyes. This one I'm going to keep because I don't have any other contour palettes, and I really want to have at least one. Now moving on, this is from Zoeva. This is the Sweet Glamour Blush and Highlighter Palette. This is something I pull out every spring and summer because I love these bright pink shades. I think they're perfect for spring and summer, and this highlighter actually is nice for my skin tone. It's actually light enough for my skin tone. So I want to keep this, but I think I'm going to put this in the maybe pile. Now, this is from Estee Lauder. This is the Pure Color Envy Shimmering Blush Lights in Pink Seduction. This is actually a blush and highlighter palette. And what I love to do, I love these shades as blush, but what I like to do is swirl my blush in all three shades. Now, this one here on the top, I use more as a highlighter. And I use these two shades mixed together as a blush. But as you can see, it's not that dark, and I think I can get away with it. So I really want to keep that one. Then let's bring some more down here. Then from this is Ulta Beauty. This came in a set with an eyeshadow palette. I gotta say, these highlighters are really nice for my skin tone, and I love this blush. This purple sort of plummy blush is a little dark for me, but it's one that I can get away with wearing in the fall if I just tap my brush into it. Right there. If I just tap my brush into it. So, gosh, I've got two bronzer and blush palettes. That I really don't need this one. Okay, I'm gonna declutter that one. Then this is one I picked up at Five Below. This was featured in my Five Below haul. Oh gosh, I want to say 2 months ago. This is from the brand Color Workshop. This is the Cheeky Mix face palette. And you've got these really nice bronzers. You've got some blushes. And then you've got these really nice light highlighters here, which are really nice for my skin tone. I think I'm going to keep this one. And then we have this one. This is from Physicians Formula. This is the Murmur Butter Glow Face Palette. And in here you get a highlighter, a blush, and a bronzer. And I love these two. This one, I think, first of all, I love the texture of these. They're so soft. But that's definitely light enough for me, for my skin tone. Right there. So I really want to keep that one. Then from Milani, I did a full face of Milani, I want to say a month or so ago, and I featured this. I love this blush palette. So you have 3 shades of blush. This is really too dark to be a highlighter, and I also don't think it's shimmery enough. And these are 2 beautiful matte blushes, so definitely keeping that one. The next one I have is this. This is the Narcissist Cheek Palette. And this one I haven't had too long. I want to say I only bought this 2 or 3 months ago. These are all blush tones and one highlighter, although the highlighter is definitely too dark. But I love these blush tones. This one is one of my favorites up here. This one I know I'm keeping because I haven't had it too long. Gosh, I'm not doing very well. I've only decluttered 2, 4, 6, 7. Oh my gosh, I gotta declutter some more. Okay, here's one here, e.l.f. This is the Total Face Palette. Now, I bought this saying I'm going to use this all summer long. This is such a gorgeous summer face palette. You've got a beautiful bronzer here. You've got a peachy and a pinky blush, and you've got a highlighter, which in all effect, the highlighter is just a little too dark for my skin tone. And every summer I say, I'm going to pull that out and use it all summer long. And you know what? I never do. I never reach for this. So this is going to be passed on to someone else who can use it. The next one is this. This is the Tardis Pro Glow. And this I got in a boxy charm. This is beautiful. The bronzer is really nice. This is a shimmery bronzer, but I love these 2 blush shades. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, let me go into my little set here and see if these blushes match. And if they do, I don't need both of these. Okay, these 2 are very similar. But this one is a little darker than this one, so they're not exactly a match. So I'm going to keep both of these. This one, however, I love these blushes, but these highlighters are way too dark. And although I like this, this bronzer shade, even though it looks dark, it seems to work fine on my skin tone. Now this one, however, is really sort of very dark, very warm, very shimmery, and I probably won't get a lot of use out of that. But see, I really love that. Nope, I'm gonna be good and I'm going to declutter that. Next we have from Pretty Vulgar the Nesting Biatch Face Palette. So these bronzers are really nice. This one is very shimmery and I won't get a lot of use out of that. And I have these blushes in other blush palettes. So this one I'm going to declutter. Next we have Iconic London, and this I got in another boxy charm. This is their Blaze Chaser Face Palette. This is really pretty. I can tell you that the highlighter is way too dark. This blush is way too red. This blush is okay, but this isn't something that I reach for a lot. And I just find I reach for others more, so I'm going to be decluttering this one. And then last but not least, I have this. This is the Lucky Glow Bronze and Highlight Palette from True and Luscious. This is so pretty. This is one that I'm going to keep. This shade 777 is a gorgeous blush. and sometimes I dab these two together and blend them on the back of my hand, and they make a stunning blush. And I love these bronzers. Now the highlighters are definitely way too dark, but I can use them as a bronze topper or a blush topper, or use them as eyeshadows. This palette I want to keep. Okay, so that's all of the palettes. Now let's revisit these three that I have in the maybe pile. So this one, I have a ton of highlighters here that suit my skin tone more than this one. So I'm going to declutter this and pass that on to someone I know who would be just excited to get that. The Palladio one, I do love this one. God, it's just the packaging, first of all, is hard to open. I do like this one, but again, I just really don't find myself reaching for it. So I'm going to declutter that one. And then my Zoeva Sweet Glamour. Oh, I love this for the summer. Do I have any blushes in here that will be similar to that I can match up? Because if I have dupes in other palettes, I definitely will declutter. Let's take a look at these. Nope. Nope, those are very different. Nope, that's different. Yeah, see, those are very different. No, that's different. Let's see what's in here. These two are a little similar, but not close enough. Yeah, see, these are more mauve-y, peachy. Interesting. Isn't that funny? All these blush shades are so different. Look at that. They're all so different. Wow. Because these are all so different, and I have nothing in my collection that's like this, I'm going to keep this one from Zoeva. Okay. Let's see how many I kept. I kept 20. Now let's see how many I am decluttering. 13. Well, a little less than half. I was hoping to declutter a little more. Oh, let me look over these and see if there's one thing, at least one of these, that I can pass on. These are all quite different. Okay, I think I'm just going to leave it at that. So I'm keeping 20, and I've decluttered of 13. So I am decluttering. Let me get that cord out of the way. So I'm decluttering 13, and I am keeping 20. So that's it for my face palette declutter. Just so you know, the palettes I declutter, all of these are in really good condition. So what I'm going to do is sanitize them, and I'll see if family and friends want them. And then if there's no one in my family or in any of my friends that want anything, they're going to go in my box for Project Beauty Share. That is a great place to donate gently used makeup, because what they do is they sanitize everything and they pass it on to women's shelters. I think it's wonderful. So that's the end of today's declutter. I hope you enjoyed. Please hit the thumbs up and let me know if you like this video. And stay tuned. My next declutter is going to be my setting sprays. I have collected quite a few, more than I can ever use. And so that'll be my next declutter in the series. And so thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.